everyone. All right, so I get asked this question all the time. The question really is that how do I know I have enough clients? And you don't actually know if you have enough clients, but I used to have like some tricks that I would do personally speaking, and I look and I bring that to my coaching clients right now. So what you want to do is you want to look at when are the times that clients in your industry, whether it's, whatever industry it is, when would they use your services the most? And if you are, let's say in real estate, the services would be evenings and weekends. Most people work during the daytime. So you know what? They're not out looking at places, or listing appointments aren't happening at 10 o'clock in the morning. So realistically, your evenings and weekends, from 4 o'clock onwards should be slammed. Weekends should be loaded with appointments and loaded with clients. So if you're entering in, let's say in real estate, into a spring market, and you're sitting in a weekend and you're going, man, it's like I got, 2 or 3 buyers, that's it. And I'm showing 4 or 5 houses, like that's it. That's all you're doing on a weekend, and you're pretty much free the rest of the time, then what I would probably suggest is you don't have enough clients. So what I did my first 4 or 5 years in the business is I made sure, and I was like, okay, if I wanted to take freedom and get some time off, I would have to take it when my clients wouldn't typically use my services, which is during the daytime, during the weekday. So I would take a weekday off and get that balance at that point. And then what I would do is I would intentionally work my butt off during the week to make sure I accumulated a ton of appointments during the weekdays, loaded up for the weekends. And I never really sacrificed. I mean, I would go out with my friends evenings and I would have a blast. I work out a lot, so I would never really miss my workouts. But it was balanced. And if you have a family, sure, it might be a little challenging, but it is the industry that you chose, right? So you have to kind of look at that and say to yourself, okay, I chose an industry when most people would be using my services in the evenings and weekends. So until you build a big enough business where you can start having leverage around you, and in which case, it doesn't have to be a huge business. You can still bring on leverage if you've got a lot of clients. It just, to me, that was my indicator that if I wasn't busy on a weekend, if I only had a couple showings or a couple clients or whatever, I'd be like, I am not working hard enough during the times that my clients are reachable to talk to me about business and then book them into appointments and start moving them forward. So my weekday activities or my week activities were not strong enough to load me up with enough clients on the evenings and weekends. And usually I see that semblance in sales. So when I'm looking at somebody's business who's saying, I'm not having great business, I'm going, okay, well, what did you do on the weekend? And I'll hear things like, oh, I went to a barbecue, or I showed houses to one person, and I'll be like, one person, okay, like, and what happened? Well, we looked and I took them out for it. It was 3 hours, and I'm like, okay, like that is awesome, but what else? Right? And that should be your indicator. So always ask yourself in any sales or business, when is the optimal time for you to move clients forward into transactions, whatever the industry and business is, and how many appointments do you have when they're free? So when your clients are free, evenings and weekends, sometimes in real estate, for example, like I said, if you're not slammed with client appointments and client things happening, then again, ask yourself a question. What am I doing during the daytimes or during the times that I should be reaching these people, moving them forward and getting them interested or finding more clients, essentially? That could be the problem too. So that's what I would do. That's my suggestion, is confront the reality and look at that one key area. Ask yourself the question, when clients are available to use your services, how packed with multiple clients are you? And that's your indicator if you have enough clients or not.